Hello. Today, I'm sitting on a broken chair. And I have a box. And in this illustrious box, it's not actually from pop culture, it's repackaged. In this illustrious box contains not a knife, but you know what's in the box. It's Steelbooks. So I did a video a few weeks ago where I happened to buy $800 worth of Mondo Steelbooks. No, I did not spend $800 again. Bro, if I was getting paid for this shit, I'd spend $800. But instead, I spent 155 Australian dollars to get this posted to me. Interesting packaging. It's 2 brown bags, cardboard, whatever. That's not cardboard. Just brown paper. On top of an array of steelbooks that aren't even protected or anything. Alright. Lucky dip. First up we have... No Country for Old Men. This is the slipcase edition from Zavvi. What's that? It's wrapped in its original plastic? Yes. Yes, it is. I will not be unboxing this. I actually bought this to sell it off because it's almost like the equivalent of... I could potentially sell for the equivalent of what the whole packaging was worth. Right. Lucky dip. What do we have? We have... Ooh. Damn. From Dusk Till Dawn. Neat. Doesn't look like it has any damage at all. It's always a good thing. Always good to check for damages. Disc is still in good tact. No apparent damages. Salma Hayek. Awesome. That's a keeper. That one's for me. What do we have next? Ex Machina. This one I bought because I already had it. And the one I have is not in the best of nick. So I wanted to buy a mint condition one to have a mint condition one. I'll sell off my old one. Cool. It's good. There doesn't seem to be any damage on that one. That's the concern, though. Is it damaged? It's always a concern. After the Thing Steelbook conundrum of last time with the Mondo Steelbook set, I'm double checking everything. Next up we... Oh, shit! That actually does look really good in person. We have Toy Story 3. This is, again, mint Zavvi version. Can't really tell how flat it is because it does have embossing. Embossing on the Buzz's face, Woody's eyes, of all things. The 3 and the toy. Actually, kind of the whole Toy Story title is embossed. Interesting. I'm very keen to open this one up. I think. I don't know yet, because it's like... I do know every single thing that's in this box. I chose them. I'm just going to clarify that now. I'm just making it a surprise for you. But also because to see them in person is a different thing, you know? Next up we have... Master and Commander. This one just looked gorgeous, so I'm like... I have to buy this. Doesn't seem to be any problems, which is good. Whew. Good film, this. If you haven't watched it, I would highly suggest it. There is 2 different versions of the Steelbook. This is one of them. The other version is, of course, the poster with, like, with Russell Crowe there and the boat there, and then it's like a landscape design. So this is... I like this one. they didn't have the other one, so I bought this one. One of those equivalents kind of deals. Next up we have... Interesting. This one I have not yet seen. Shaolin Soccer. This one I'm interested in because I just don't have this. I've just never seen this film before. I only recently watched the other film by Stephen Chow, the Kung Fu Hustle. My colleague had recommended it to me on what do you call it? It's on Netflix. Interesting. I'm very interested to watch this. So yes, I will be taking this one out. It's got a nice color to it. Like, it really pounds. Really, look at that. Pow, pow, pow. It's just the lighting. Really nice. Slight emboss. I don't think it's actually embossed. It's just the text looks embossed, but it just pops out. That's very nice. Next up we have... Ooh! The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The movie version. Oh, the text slightly goes in. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. I'm very keen to take this one out of its box, out of its plastic. I wonder how much of this video I'm going to cut down. Like, am I going to cut down me thoroughly analyzing each one in the shrink wrap to make sure it's pristine condition? It actually looks pretty good. If you guys want me to do individual reviews of these steelbooks, I might, or I might as it goes, if I cut this up enough. Film it as a second half of this video. Might be me actually unboxing them and showing you what they look like on the inside. Oh, damn. This one, on the other hand, will stay in its plastic. This is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I actually already have this steelbook. No, I'm going to keep this one in its plastic because I actually have this exact same steelbook in the Everything Blue variant. So, yeah. Oh, the gold edition of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. With some nice embossing as well. Flat on the front, but then the picture has its own feel to it. But yeah, that looks really sweet. There's always one, right? Nothing's perfect. This is the one that I concerned for, because this was the one that was right against the box. And it seems to be okay, in all fairness. Yeah, that's right, it's Toy Story 2. The bastard had already sold Toy Story 1. Otherwise I'd have the whole set, except for the fourth one. But I mean, like, the original set. And then we are... Lucky last, can you guess what it... Oh, can you guess? Put it in the comments, can you guess what it... Okay, it's Alien. It's the Alien 6-pack. This one was $30. So do you want prices on these? 15 Australian dollars each. Except for this one. This was 30 because it came with multiple films. 11 steelbooks for you. Which one would my favourite be? I don't know. Because I haven't taken them out of their plastic yet. Obviously, still, Scott Pilgrim is one of my favourite films of all time, but so is Alien. So it's like, you know... Yeah... We're in the theatre room now. I was in my bedroom before. That was also like 2-3 weeks ago. In the meantime, since then, I have actually sold off a few of those steelbooks. Mostly because I got them all for $15 each, and it was like, look, some of them are nice, but most of them are pretty meh. Not most, a few of them were meh. I didn't really actually care for Toy Story 2 and 3. The third one was pretty cool, but the second one was really weird. The embossing on, what's-his-face, Woody's eyes was just creepy under a certain light. And the other embossing was on Buzz's face, like just his whole face, which is also just weirdly specific. And look, they were mint condition, why not sell them? So I've listed them on eBay and whatever. And same goes for No Country for Old Men, which I had initially intended to sell. But yeah, it was like, I knew it was going to sell for a lot. So I'm like, look, it's one of those things, it's where there's a whole selection of steelbooks to grab. It's like, oh my god, they're all cheap. And you know, at least one of them sells for more than the total price or at equivalent to the total price of what you're buying. So that's what I did. I also bought The Conjuring as a steelbook as well and sold that for like $120. Got that for 15 bucks as well. I didn't show them the video because I hadn't bought it at that stage. So yeah, I really flipped that in half. Mostly to get back whatever money I could based on this shit, because money's not always easy to come by. And yeah, sure, flipping it's a bad thing, but at the same time it's like, look, you see easy money, you buy. You know, I'm still investing this money to see if I can get anything out of it, and I know I can understand that I can get backlash out of that, because it's like, but you could have just given that to someone else for the same price. It's like, yeah, but that wasn't the point of why I was buying it. And yes, these are all steelbooks that I actually wanted, except for No Country for Old Men. It was the only one I was like, I don't mind getting it, but maybe I could, you know, get it and then flip it, see what happens. That's just a clarification. So these ones here that I have opened, plus some extras, including Hulk and Speed. Yes. I have actually opened, and I am here to show you. I do still have Toy Story 2 and 3 and No Country for Old Men and From Dusk Till Dawn at the point of filming. I looked more into From Dusk Till Dawn, and I've listed it just as an in case to potentially sell it, because it's really quite a valued steelbook. And unfortunately, there is a market that is like this, that it's out of print, people want it, it's mint condition, why not try to get some money out of it, you know? And it is how it is. That's just how shit goes, you know? Like, I got Ex Machina, and I already had Ex Machina. It might be Ex Machina. Either way I pronounce it Machina. It just sounds weirder that way. I already had a copy of Ex Machina. And I sold that copy because I bought this one. So, I've sold my damaged one. Not as damaged, not pretty decent condition. Someone actually bought it with another steelbook I was selling. It was actually just Shaun of the Dead one from my monitor collection, the duplicate I had gotten. So, yeah, that really helped me out, because it was like 2 birds and 1 stone. Howdy doody. Nevertheless, right now I want to show off the ones that I actually am keeping. Firstly, we are starting off with the Alien franchise video. Video? Sorry, I said that as no, I was hitting the wall and I was like, I'm distracted. Obviously, you've got your slip, which is not bad. I'm not pressed for the fact that it can slip out. They're the really, really tricky ones. I do like those ones, preferably to other J-cards. And of course, you've got your, I feel like it's a matte finish. It's got a kind of glossy look to it, because it's got that nice shine. But of course, it is not a fingerproof magnet, and it has, as you can see, all of the alien formations and the egg on the back. Very nice overall look to it. And of course, you open up, you do have actually a lot of double-sided digital codes, which I realistically should throw out because I don't really need them. I'm not going to go much into details to how much is in here, because you have 6 whole discs, and you have this ship from Alien? It's either from Alien or from Prometheus. Actually, as the wallpaper, you can look it up online. But these are, of course, the standard Alien discs, plus Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So, I can see, like, this for me was $30. So this was the most expensive one because it had several films in it. And again, it was mint condition. And I have all these films anyway, and I even have the steelbook for Alien Covenant, plus the film arenas for Alien and Prometheus, but I still like this steelbook quite a lot, so it was just a bargain to get. Why not? Like, I can understand why a lot of people would be like, oh my god, why would you sell them off? They're worth so much. It's like, that's exactly why. Like, you gotta understand that there is an element to buying these and reselling them, but buying a lot and keeping them as well. I've kept the majority, and I'm selling off the minority, because it's not exactly easy to get money these days. So I'm just trying my best to just do what I can. I know there's a lot of people who are going to say, what the fuck, why would you scalp it and shit? You would do the same and shit. Don't bloody morally justify yourself. Anyway, we now have the glossy one. This is Ex Machina, which did have a little teeny weeny dent on the base, just around there, as you can see. But for the most part, it actually was a hell of a lot better in condition to the one I already had. As you can see there, the light just spotlights it all. It is a beautifully glossy cover. Really quite exceptional of a design. The back is interesting as well. It's not exactly my favourite, but I dig it. You know, of course, you've got your spine still. The Ex Machina label. Overall, really nice design. Again, I've shown this one off. Oh wow, I think I just clicked the mic. This is actually the British version. I had previously the German release. Weird. It actually smells. That's really weird. I've never had a steelbook that smelled like something before. It smells like perfume and or candy. And in this country we say lolly, so you know I'm being very specific when I say candy. Nevertheless, keep it in its protector. I of course keep the J cards and put them separately. That's just how it goes. Next up we have a new one. This one is actually Speed. This one did have the little flap that had the 4K UHD thing, which was a piece of shit, so I cut it off. So, take it out of its neat little sleeve. Mostly got this because I want to get a 4K, and to get as a nice... I like the Steelbook. It's an interesting design. I like it. It's got a nice take to it. Unfortunately, mine's as clickety-clack as you can get. It's really annoying, actually. Because I know it's one that I'm going to use a lot as well. But it's got nice stuff. I do like how the disc art was pretty much the artwork on the regular 4K. And then the Blu-ray disc is the speedometer, which is nice. Nice design touches there. Of course, my one issue is the fact that the framework is clearly falling apart. But look, it stays safe and its little slip on the shelf. So, look, it is what it is. I'm keen to see it on 4K because I've never seen it past the DVD quality. So, yeah. Next up we have... Honestly, this is one of my new favourite Steelbooks. It's not my, obviously, #1 favourite Steelbook, but it's a hell of a start. This is 2003's Hulk, Ang Lee's Hulk. So this is actually the Zavvi edition. I got this for like $30. It was like $20 off its regular price or whatever. And I just couldn't, after I saw a video of it, I'm like, this is amazing. Now, it just looks like a tube. You actually do look up close there, and you do have Bruce Banner, and underneath you do have the Hulk, but of course, that's the Steelbook, and this isn't. And on the back, you have the electric dude, I can't remember what his name is, Dad, I guess, and the Hulk name on the top. And of course, I take out the steel, swing, which does, of course, give you some glass underneath that, which is really cool. Beautiful sleeve. And a nice glossy steelbook. Really nice cartoony, like that kind of comic-y look to it. I want to kind of show it without it like discoloring or anything. Makes me look whiter now. And the Hulk's eye. This one's also one where I can't open it up fully, otherwise it might break. Nevertheless, what do we have inside? We do have a double disc, 4K UHD plus Blu-ray, same artwork from what I can... Oh, no, different. Slightly different? Oh, it's different artwork. Okay, so you've got... you got a Brucey on the bottom there, and you got the Hulk's hand on the 4K. I like that. That's a nice touch. And you got the cute little CGI Hulk there. I'll be honest, I really dig this film. I do have the regular 4K release, so I probably won't actually be watching this for its 4K, because I just have the regular 4K anyway. I just really want to get it. You get some art cards as well. This is obviously from the front cover, the back cover, the front of the Steelbook. This is, of course, Hulky Boy himself, and the back of the Steelbook. So you do get full versions of the artwork in a nice black band, which actually, for once... Oh, please don't make this ironic. Usually these... Now, there you go, see? Slips in like a glove. Beautiful. Beautiful. Usually those things don't slip in very well for me. The only problem with this one is the fact that that's the front cover, which means that the spine of the Steelbook is... at the spine of this, which could be annoying, but it means less damage to the damage if it's going to be damaged, it's going to be to here. There's a bit of a lump there, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Next up, I did keep Shaolin Soccer. I've never actually seen the film, so I figured it would be fun to keep. And I don't have the Blu-ray anyway. Got some nice gloss to it. Interesting artwork overall. Nice spine, which you can't really see. There's no real point of showing the spines anyway. Half the time anyway. And then just some soccer and a football. Well, it's a soccer ball. I'm from Australia. Sue me. So yeah. This one's a nice one. Again, this one was actually one of those ones where it's like, I just don't have the film, so why not just buy it? I did keep the Roger Rabbit one, which does have some beautiful embossing on the back. Look at that. This is a gold label one. I don't really know if there's much... Oh, it just has Jessica Rabbit and the Roger Rabbit on the inside with a single disc. It's not really worth showing off. But of course it does have some glorious embossing. Very nice. My girlfriend begged me to keep this. I'm like, why would I throw it out? It's Roger Goddamn Rabbit. Next up we do have Master and Commander. This is quite a nice one as well. Very minimalist as well. It does have the like theatrical poster look on the inside, which I will do my best to show off as well. Oh god, these steelbook protectors. Yeah. I have the regular Blu-ray elsewhere, so this is a mantelpiece item over anything. And it also smells. It must be from the person's place. It's one of those things, you know, where it's like, where people advertise that they don't smoke, so their, you know, stuff isn't going to smell like smoke. But some of these steelbooks smell like a person. And last but not least, I'm going to take this one out because it does still have its slip-on, is of course Hitchhiker's Guide. Now, I will reiterate, yes, I do still have, of course, From Dusk Till Dawn. It's the only one I'm really debating whether I should sell it or not. So if you have an opinion about it, feel free to check in the description, the comments, I mean. He is nicely debossed as well. I've got this film again as a regular Blu-ray. I love the back, the Don't Panic logo. Classic. And just a regular inside. It's nice though. I really dig it. I think this one's really sweet. And yeah, that's the whole jam. This is probably, maybe for this kind of a community, controversial. But nevertheless, that's how it is. I should probably keep the From Dusk Till Dawn one, but I know I'm not going to. If it sells, it sells. It's one of those things. Anyway, look, I just shared my thoughts on it. So, look, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more. Just another Steelbook haul. I like buying steelbooks now. I'm getting more into it again because I just getting out of pop finals, getting more into steelbooks. Which, unfortunately, this is the more expensive hobby. Sometimes it can't be, though. Sometimes the pop finals are. Nevertheless, see you next time. Adios. Should I keep Nostal on?